So this was the zone we drew on our weekly time frame right here. Okay, right here. Now I'm going to be showing you how interesting this thing is. You know, the fact that you guys have already been taught smart money concept and all the small tricks that we use. So looking at this on the daily time frame, all right. Who else can see the break of structure? Can you guys see the break of structure from here?
Yes, sir.
The broke structure here, the broke structure here, the broke structure here, right? We created a low that was below all of those three lows. And then price came back for a retest of this point. All right. And at the same time, I'm pretty certain that if we check this closely, and we had entered from like the 88.2 or even the 76.4, all right, would have gotten a very good entry, all right, an exceptionally good entry. Why? Because after breaking the zone, all right, price simply just came for a retest. Can you guys see that? Came back to retest this our supply. Have you seen that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So this our supply that got retested was what confirmed to us that that zone that we saw, that Concolo zone we saw on the weekly time frame, this level, this resistance we drew on the weekly time frame, you can see that on the daily time frame, we have gotten confirmations from that point already. Okay, and if you are taking this trade would have been about, yes, that's about 900 and something pips, almost 1,000 pips. But the problem is most of you will not be able to hold the trade for that long. Are you guys with me?
Yes.
And
Yes,
then
sir.
if we now, let me remove this Fibonacci and quickly show you guys some extra things. We see that price came again and broke the previous low here, right? Created a new low, right? And if you check this, you see that we also have this trend line. Let me now go to the 4 hours and show you where my entry would have been. We can already see this as an area of inefficiency. All right, that's our area of inefficiency, right? And if you look closely at it, you'll see that there's also our previous order block. Our supply order block. Have you seen that? Even though price did not exactly get to it. Are you guys seeing how everything you've learned so far, all right, is contributing to what is happening here right now? Okay, so apart from the entry that you had from this level on the weekly time frame, we can see that based on what we saw on the daily time frame, that break of structure we saw on the daily time frame, all right, this break of structure here and this retest, okay, we can go to the 4 hours time frame and get our entry. All right, we can still be able to get another entry based on that, all right, from the 4 hours time frame. Okay, And if we go back to the daily time frame again, are you guys still following what I'm doing, please?
Yes, but a little bit confused.
A little bit confused.
Yes.
Let me start again. Remember, this line was a resistance we drew from the weekly time frame.
Yes.
And from the weekly time frame, the overall trend was bearish, right?
Yes.
And now we've gotten to the weekly support and we have broken the weekly support. We broke it very clearly. And then price came back to that same weekly support. All right. And as you can see, price came to the weekly support and gave us the normal candlestick reversal pattern. You can see the candlesticks.
Yes. Engulfing.
Yes. This very strong engulfing. I think this is I think a Chena Ama, the shooting star, either of the two. But you can see that this was an engulfing bar. All right. No, I think it's an Ama. It's the reverse of a pin bar. And then you can see when price came back here, what happened? We had the first drop, right? And now what I'm showing you from this second one, all right, is based on the smart money concepts that we have been showing you, all right? Imbalance, liquidity grab, order block. Imbalance, liquidity grab, order block. You guys are familiar with those now, right?
You've not taught us liquidity in this class, so it was someone else's class that we got the
You
liquidity
shall know
from.
liquidity. If you don't know it, don't worry. They are still, after this phase now, you go to the mastery class. Those ones, their job is to teach you all the hard things in this life. My job is to make life easy for you, so that when they start teaching you the hard things, it will not be hard again.
Okay.
Have you had?
Yes.
Thank you. So, based on the things that we've learned, all right, this is a supply zone, right, an order block. And that supply zone is right next to our weekly resistance. Because this support has now become a resistance. It's now a turning point. So what happened next? Price retested that supply zone at this level, all right, gave us this strong candlestick, all right, this very strong impulse. And after that, what happened next? All the way to Calvary, wait for me. As you can see, price just went all the way down. Can we all see that? Have we all seen that?
Yes, sir.
So let's go to another commodity and do the analysis again. Let's do USD CAD. I hope you guys are getting what I'm showing you tonight, please.
Yes, sir.
Now,
yes.
I know that drawing the resistance line on the weekly time frame can sometimes be an issue, all right, because you want to know which ones to draw. The best ones to draw, you can see that here now. If we draw a line at this point, all right, it's like it has served as a support here, resistance here, support here, and right now it's serving as a resistance. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
And to make life easier for you, you can also make this a zone. You can make it a zone like this. In case you can see that when I drew it as a single line, price didn't touch it at some point. You all saw that,
yes.
right?
Yes.
So that's why I have made it a zone. And you can see that right now, what is USD CAD doing?
Entering to the zone.
It's already reacting to the zone. You see it.
Okay, yeah.
So this is a really batified price action. You understand? So we are still trying to understand further details of what it has experienced so far. But looking at this, you can see that it's quite obvious that the dollar is suffering. So this is the daily time frame. Now we can go to the 4 hours time frame and find our entry criteria or our entry reason. Okay. Now I know that some of us would have sold here. All right, you'd have taken this sell, which would have played out quite nicely based on, you can see this break of structure, right? Structure was broken. This is our order block. All right, and price has retested it. I know some of you would have done that, all right? However, another way to have approached this would have been this area that I marked, all right? For advanced traders, that area is another block. Let me show you why. On the 1 hour time frame, can you see? Can you see on the 1 hour time frame that area is another block? You've seen that, right?
Yes.
This is equal lows, which has brought liquidity even lower. So on the 4 hours time frame, now, if you want to trade USD card, let me quickly give you cheat code for that. You're practically going to wait for price to break structure here. All right, break structure here. And once it does, you can then wait for a retest and then your move. Why are we doing this? Because already on the weekly time frame, we can see that most likely this week is going to close as a tweezer tops. It's very likely it closes either as a tweezer tops or as an engulfing bar, either of the two. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is that correct, ladies in the house?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. So if it closes as a tweezer tops, all right, or we get this movement that I've just shown you, all right, a breakout below this previous low, then a retest, which would create a new lower high, all right, then we can anticipate that price will go way lower, all right, based on the fact that we are simply following what price is doing on the weekly time frame. Is it clearer now?
Yes, sir.
Any questions from anybody, please?
Okay,
Any
so
questions?
when we get, there's
Okay.
a question. When we get a confirmation from the candlestick, like to show us the direction where the price is going to go next,
Yes.
do we enter and do we always wait for a retest, or we can just enter at any point, like after getting the confirmation?
Well, after getting the candlestick confirmation, the one reason why we have taught you supply and demand and all of these things is so that when you get the candlestick confirmation on, say, the 4 hours time frame, you can go to like 1 hour, all right, and just take your trade from if you want to sell, all right, take your trade from a supply zone, all right, and if you want to buy, take your trade from a demand zone. Do you get that?
Yes.
Because if you are trading directly like that from either the daily or 4 hours time frame, there's a likelihood that you get into some drawdown. You can start that way, but the more you become advanced, all right, the more you'll be able to start using, for now, we are still talking about weekly, daily, and 4 hours, all right? But the more consistent you are at practice, you will now be able to go from 4 hours to 1 hour, then 1 hour to 15 minutes. And if you do very well. You can go from 15 minutes to maybe 3 minutes or 1 minute or 5 minutes, depending on how much you push yourself. Do you get it?
Yes.
All right. Have I answered your question, please?
Yes.
Okay, so any other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions? So for those of you that were asking, this is my real face.
Mr. Templar is a fine bubble.
Yes, so
You line up.
it's been a long time coming.
But your
So-
voice is older than you look. Sounds more mature than you look.
Nasakpako sound. If you've been through what I've been through, you will also have matured voice. Don't mind me, Jerry. So, you know, we've been in the streets for a while, but I also think that it's because of I shout a lot when I talk, so it has affected my vocal cords, and it happens, Sha. It happens. So, do we all understand what we've learned tonight? Is it clear enough?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a playlist on my YouTube channel. I'm going to create a playlist for Dr. Bill's Academy. All right. So all the videos from our sessions, any sessions we have from now, I'm just going to be dropping it there. All right. I'll just be dropping it there, as well as some other videos that I have made in the past that I feel may assist you guys, may help you, you know, arrive at your destination faster. Okay, so I'm going to put all of them together in that playlist and send the link across.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, don't thank me, don't thank me. Thank the internet. Thank the internet.
Suya for you. Suya for you. That's suya that I wanted to give us. Just chop them. Chop it.
Eniola, next class, you are going to kneel down and raise up your hand throughout the session. Sylvia, we've not heard your voice, so you come and greet me happy new month.
Happy new month.
Oh, thank you, sing to you.
Sir, I have a suggestion, please.
Okay.
Now that the group is crowded, is there a way to put our group separately, or we still have to
Don't worry.
keep being on that group?
Like I said, they will soon separate you. You know, in the Bible days, they told one story like that.